What's up guys, Nasser coming at you with a different style of video. This is going to be more of a asking a question to the community, aka the fighting game community, and also talking about some issues and things that I think and have seen recently and feel. So the reason that I'm showing you my vidIQ daily ideas is because I randomly got recommended this idea 4 days ago, and I've been mulling over how to do this video for like 4 days and dreading to do it because I don't like to do videos like this because these are the type of videos that you would normally script, that you sit down, you talk, you plan out the talking points of it, what points you want to bring up and do that. If you've watched this channel and me specifically for a while, you know that I don't like to do that. I'll play a game and I'll talk about it in the moment, or if it's something I feel like I do want to talk about in post, it's harder for me to do because I normally either record that video a couple of times trying to get it right, or I like heavily think about it before I even start recording. I'm like, okay, this is what I'm talking about, this, like not scripting it, but I'm planning out the main points in my head. But basically, long story short, the topic of the video, the name of the title, and just the overall theme of this video is going to be the problems with small fighting game communities. And I'm not here to pick at and like talk shit about communities, but basically I just wanted to like bring this up as a talking point. And I kind of wanted to start this off by showing off some Storm gameplay, because the first thing I wanted to talk about was Storm. Everybody knows Storm Connection, Storm 4.5, not Storm 5 that everybody thought we were getting. It's Storm 4.5, basically for the people living under a rock that don't know what I'm talking about, CC2 and Bandai basically announced that, hey, we're basically releasing Storm 4 again with some add-ons, and the community was not happy about it. Well, not the whole community, but the vocal majority of it were like, fuck, it's a Storm game and we ain't had a new Storm game in a minute, so I'm buying it, but this is not what we wanted, we're not happy with this. And you know, it's basically a lot of people not being happy with this. I spoke my opinion on this, so I'm not going to dive too deep on what I said. If you want to see my opinion specifically on how I feel about this, go watch my video. I'll either throw it up in a card at the top, or I'll it'll be at the end of the video in like the end screen that you can click on if you want to see my opinion on it. But basically, long story short, my opinion was this isn't necessarily a bad thing, and I think it can actually be a positive, just depending on how you look at it and what your expectations were. Hearing we'd get a new Storm, and Rhymestyle actually did a video shortly after I did my reaction and uploaded it, and it was kind of one of the reasons why I didn't upload my video, or this video of it initially, and I was thinking about this so hard for the last couple of days. It's because Storm hadn't got a new entry in a minute. Storm 4 hadn't come out in a minute, let alone it was at its peak in popularity and growth for a while. We've been most recent Naruto game being Shinobi Strikers, and that's a split in this community because people either hate it, love it, or it acknowledges a thing but don't want to play it. One of those three things. And I am of the do not like it, but I acknowledge that it exists, and I acknowledge that people like it, and then it can be fun for those people. And I have Shinobi Strikers because my homie got it for me, and we played it for a little bit, and both of us were just like, yeah, this ain't it. Like I said, it's one of those things where it's not my type of game, which is crazy because I love Xenoverse, which is Shinobi Strikers but done better. And also with Xenoverse being on this second entry and Shinobi Strikers being on this first, they could fix it with the second entry and win a lot of people over potentially, but that requires them to announce a second one and announce that they're going to be handling it a hell of a lot better than the first time, which, like you said, you've already got that bad reputation built up. A lot of people are still not going to be as gun-ho to try it, but you'll at least grab some Naruto fans back if you will release a second one. Just don't make the same mistakes you did with that very first couple of videos and just overall betas of Shinobi Strikers, because you just definitely did not do yourself a favor, Bandai, with that one. But the problem with the Storm community, which is not a small fighting game community, but it is a part of the fighting game community, is that a lot of people were high expectations hoping for Storm 5, and they were disappointed immensely by what they got, which, like I said, I went into that not expecting anything, so the fact that we even got a new Storm game I looked at it as a positive. Rhymestyle said the same thing in his video. This might be like the second resurgence of Storm on YouTube, because that Storm era on YouTube was, I've heard from him and other people, that my friends that were in that era, was dope as hell. People were hanging out with the big content creators back when they were blowing up, and like, it was just a dope era on YouTube to watch. I caught the tail end of it, like the telltale end of it. And that's also when I started playing Storm, was way towards the end of Storm's popularity and lifespan. But it was, if you want to go back and look, it's the first thing I uploaded on this channel, Storm 4 playing against the CPUs. And then I started playing against my homies online. I don't think I ever, no, I think I did play some Storm ranked. I think I did. I might be wrong on that, but I think I have uploaded Storm ranked on this channel. I might be wrong about that, but I think I have. But like, yeah, I can't, like I said, playing Storm not at its peak. So if Storm 4.5 or Storm Connections can bring that surge in that time frame, but bring it into a more modern era a couple of years later, that would be dope to see. Because like I said, I would love to be a part of that, because I didn't get to be a part of it the very first time. And he also said something along the lines of, this is kind of what Storm 5 would have been. It would have been Storm 4. The mechanics weren't going to be too different. It was going to be similar in a way, but different also. But just basically, it's going to be similar, but different. But different enough to where you can clearly say this is a completely different, not entry, this is a completely different entry in the Storm series, versus 4.5 feels way too close to Storm 4, so people still associate it with, this isn't a new game, this is a re-release, which I can understand, because they also charging, I'm assuming from what I've seen, full price for the game, which you charge a full price for this type of game, it's only gonna really like appeal to the desperate Storm fans, which, face it, all of us are desperate at this point, so it's appealing to all of us low-key. Like, even if you're like, I don't want to play this shit because it's only Storm 4.5, you're like, well, when's the next time we're gonna get another Storm game? You don't know, so you're gonna buy it just to be a part of it, you know? And that's kind of like the thing that they're cashing in on, the desperation of the fan base. Because I saw Just Jay Sama say something about it on Twitter too. He's like, some people are like, you gotta buy it because that's the all we're gonna get. And he doesn't like that concept, because he's like, we gotta just stop accepting what they give us. And you're right in a way, but in my opinion, I also believe that you don't buy it, okay, they're either gonna say screw it and not make a new one, or they're gonna say, oh, they buy it, okay, we're either gonna keep feeding them garbage, or we're gonna maybe give them something that they want every now and then. But he also said in his tweet that it's the same thing. They could buy it in the hopes of keeping the franchise alive, and maybe they'll release a new one, or they'll give it a sequel, but then they don't anyway. So it's kind of like, I see his point as well, where it's like, well, damn, it's kind of a losing battle in that sense, you know? But that's just what happens when you're at the mercy of developers that sometimes do not show the best interest for their fan base. But this is not the only part of this video that I want to talk about. This is the first part. The second part is on a small fighting game community specifically that I am a part of, and I feel has suffered greatly recently. Alright guys, and for the second half of this video, we're talking about the elephant in the room, DNF Duel. The game that, in my opinion, and other people's opinion, not just mine, never got a fair shake at living up to its potential. And this is in an era where a lot of fighting games are either starting off hot and not living up to their potential, or just falling flat. We haven't, like, in a while gotten the, oh shit, this fighting game came out of nowhere, wasn't expected to be good at all, and then it surprised us with a long lifespan with a bunch of support and just overall love from the fighting community. Or a super hyped fighting game that just lived up to expectations and just was great, which for right now, that's going to be Street Fighter 6. It's going to be the new NetherRealm game that got talked about recently that people are heavily excited about. And there is also another fighting game I think that I'm forgetting about. Let me know down in the comments if I'm forgetting about one. But I think there's another one that I'm forgetting about, and I can't remember the name of it at this current moment. But I know Street Fighter and then Justice slash MK12. I think it was MK12. Yeah, MK12 and not Injustice, MK12 and Street Fighter 6 are the two games that are like heavily hyped right now, that are looking to like be the juggernauts that are carrying in the fighting game community right now. In terms of these are the big name ones, these are the things that everybody is like hyped to play and is like getting everybody excited. Because before these, it was multiverses, which in my opinion, somebody who played a lot of multiverses, I feel like that game just, because I watched Maximilian's video on that one as recently too. He talked about multiverses, and I agree with him in the sense of it was not handled the best by the developers. And when I say that, I don't think that they did not care about the game and just did it a disservice, because the developers at Player First Studios clearly were trying to be as open and what's the word I'm looking for here? Communicate as much as they can with the fan base or the community. But as you know, certain characters are just not going to be put in the game that the developers want to put in or that the fans request. You can request all you want. If the people higher up and in charge don't greenlight it, you're not getting that character. So it's a thing of like people were heavily hyping like Ben 10 and a bunch of like a Cartoon Network season for that, because they're Warner Bros. They have access to everything Cartoon Network related. If they would have had a season just dedicated to that, but Cartoon Network releases, that would have been the sickest shit ever. Now they still would have to pick the right ones, but bro, you're dealing with Cartoon Network. You have so much stuff you have access to that it's like your character roster being as small as it is and not getting multiple character drops more frequently is not where it should be. Now, I'm not saying that to say they don't release characters and don't give the game updates, because they give it updates. Granted, the balancing of the certain characters is the fucking greatest, because you saw that from like my meme reaction videos to the what is it called? To characters being updated, tweaked, nerfed, and buffed, and just the overall stuff. They add stuff to that game, but is it the stuff that the community is exactly harping for? Not really. Is it Project L was the other fight again I was thinking about and I forgot. That's the other hype one right now that's got everybody like, wait a minute. When that comes out, that has a chance to like really like shake things up and really just overall had the potential to take a fighting game that nobody would have expected to be like a top dog and have that potential, because it's Riot. We all know with Valorant and League, Riot got deep pockets. So if they really want to go in on that game and put their all into it like they say they are, they have the potential to do it. Versus a company like DNF Duel, which never made a fighting game. Riot at least has big pockets. The people that made DNF Duel were mainly focusing on a mobile game is their biggest stream of income and where they get all their lore and stuff from, which is not bad, because as you can see with DNF Duel, they have cool characters in here and cool shit. The problem is that, in my opinion, DNF Duel came out at a time that wasn't advantageous, because stuff like multiverses was heavily being the most popular thing going on at that moment, and DNF Duel came out around that time. I think it was like Evo time frame. I might be wrong on that, but it didn't get a main what's it called, a main tournament at Evo. It had like one of the side tournaments, so it was kind of like that didn't help it. But you know, the game still came out, and then you got multiverses being like the big thing, and then other things like Street Fighter, Tekken was another game that I forgot to talk about. Tekken getting hype reveals and shit, and it's just like that game kind of took a back seat, because from what I've seen, the people that talk about DNF Duel never was a thing of the game is bad. It's like, no, the game has things about it that is dope and fun. It's just the thing of like, just everybody fell off of it, and it's like, damn, what happened to the game? Because it was like, it seemed popular, it seemed like it was gonna have core stuff in it that kept at least a good fan base to it. But then like, you go on, like if I pulled up Steam charts right now, which if I remember to, I will, or I could just say fuck it and pull it up right now if like I really wanted. You know what, fuck it, hold on, pulling up Steam charts right now. Because I checked this back when me and my homie were thinking about getting DNF Duel versus getting like a Grand Blue or something. So you go and look at DNF Duel right now. This game has 44 people online, bro, with 61 being the peak, and that's comparative to and this is only on PC, so console could be way better. Don't know, they don't show those numbers, but the peak of this game had 12,000 people online, 44 on right now, and it is 11 in the morning, so a little early in the morning, but it's 11 in the morning on a Friday. Versus you compare this to like Fighter Z right now. Fighter Z right now on PC got 1,000+ people on. Even Multiverses, which people say this is a game that has fell off comparatively to like where it was, yeah, but you compare it to Multiverse, it's 500 people online. That's not crazy, but at least in 24 hours they're almost getting a K, which is what stuff like Fighters and other like popular fighting games that people have, like, or fighting games that have like a really good dedicated community, they're at least getting good numbers like that. But like I said, versus like DNF Duel, bro, for you to only be getting 44 people, that's not good at all. Barely anybody plays it, and I talk about it in my videos. Sometimes you gotta sit there for an hour plus just to get a match, and it's like, bro, the game is dope, there's shit in the game that's fun, but it's like, bro, that shit sucks that you gotta do that just to play. You gotta deal with that just to play, because it's like the game is fun, but it's just the game, in my opinion, never seemed like it got a fair chance at being the top thing out at that moment. It never felt like with DNF Duel it was out and it was the big game, and then it fell off like Multiverses did. Multiverses was the fucking game that everybody was talking about because it's free to play. It has Warner Brother backing it. It has the whole of Cartoon Network's library and everything at its disposal. That game fell off because it had everything going for it, and they fumbled the bag, being the developers just not doing what needed to be done for that game to make it a continual success. Like I said, I'm not saying that the developers didn't do good things for the game, but it's just you ultimately didn't do, in my opinion, what the community wanted, which was fixing the online, because the online was not great at times because the servers are based on the West Coast, so the East Coast people are just gonna fucking struggle. It didn't help that the updates weren't the best in terms of balancing characters. It also didn't help that certain certain characters that were wanted to be added in weren't added in, but that's just like how it is with some games. That's just how it's going to be. But the problem is that when your game is already having all these other issues, that's just another nail in its coffin, you know? Like I said, I'm not saying that people don't play it, that DNF, or not DNF, but the Multiverses. That Multiverses, as you saw when I just put up the numbers, is still getting over triple digits of people online, almost 1,000 people online. A little short of it, but closer, if you're gonna round it in terms of the number, 600-700 people online. That's still closer to 1,000 than something like DNF Duel, which is at less than 100. It's like, bro, comparatively, Multiverse has a lot more people on it, and it's a lot more live, and the game is fun for a somewhat Smash game. But that was also going to be a heavy topic of, it's a Smash clone, but some people look at it as like a not good Smash clone, or some people look at it like it's a bare bones Smash clone. I looked at it like it's a Smash clone, better than Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, which a lot of people say it's better than that, but it's like worse than Smash. So it's kind of just like, you know, how good of a Smash clone is it? It's not like a Brawlhalla to where it has that like super integral fan base that sticks with it and also gets gradual updates. And I don't know Brawlhalla's full situation. Some of my homies play it and they like it, but I've never been big on Brawlhalla, so I can't speak for that one. But that's just overall in my opinion. DNF Duel, I just feel like never got a fair shake to be what it could be, because who knows, alternate reality, this game got a lot more main eyes on it than it did. I'm not saying that it didn't, I'm just saying the possibility that it could have got more eyes on it might have helped this game be a little bit more popular for longer, and gave the devs and community more time for it, because you see that DNF Duel is releasing new updates and stuff, which could, you know, this might be a game where, for all you know, it sucks for like the beginning, middle part of his lifespan, and then towards the later half, the devs come through and do what they need to do, and then next thing you know, hold on, wait a minute, Dino Duel, solid game, decent roster, you know, and it's fun. That might be its fate. And that might just be it. It might just not be the big anime game that we all wanted it to be, but it might just be a solid game that you can play, get online, and have fun with. That's the problem right now. Getting people online to play it right now is its biggest hurdle, because the game is fun. It's just you need people to be playing your game. So you just gotta get past that hurdle, and I feel like the game will thrive only from that. Because once people get in and the game is fun, it's like, okay, now you've got something, you know? Because like I said, I've never sat down and played Dino Duel and just, nah, this shit ain't fun. Nah, this shit's sick. Combos look dope, the characters are cool looking, and just overall, the fighting in the game doesn't feel like bad to where it's like, ugh, I don't want to play it. But yeah, this is kind of where I'm going to leave it on. This is the note I'm kind of going to leave it on with y'all. Let me know if there's anything that you disagree with me with in the video, basically what I said, or like your opinions on certain things. If you agree with me, you disagree with me, leave it down in the comment below. I am open to being wrong in certain things. If you agree with me, let me know. So maybe I just don't feel like, you know, maybe I'm just a minority when it comes to certain things, because I don't look at games like, oh, this game is bad. I look at games like, oh, this game could have potential, or they might have just failed on execution on certain things. Like with this game, Multiverse, hella fun game if you don't mind how it plays. Like, I didn't mind how it plays. I looked at this like, damn, this game could be sick and has potential, and it is, and it was fun for me and my homie Joe. That's why we played the fuck out of this game. That's why I did, like, in my opinion, if you want my honest opinion, what my best content is on my channel recently, besides like the reactions, and that's just because y'all being the viewers and fan base that I'm like tapped in with, being fighting games, y'all make it sick to like talk about these new things and communicate it with y'all. But besides that, Dino Duel, I feel like it's just okay for me in terms of like how I've done content on it. But I feel like with Multiverses, I legitimately was doing some of my best shit. I was making, excuse me, talking for a long time. I was making patch note videos, dope as hell, because my homies were trying to like get me to do different shit and creative. I was doing just like videos like this, like a thematic video, which is stuff that I've always wanted to do. I was doing like, let me do a bugs video. Okay, I'm gonna do a bugs video, but I'm gonna do it where the episode of Bugs Explaining where he was fighting the I forgot the dude's name, but the wrestler that I did a video on. And you know, it was basically me going in and wrestling, and then at the end of the video I was the champion because I beat, and I was like dominating it. And it was just stuff like that, shit that's like dope to do. Because and y'all can also let me know your opinion on this. I love to do heavily edited stuff like that, to where I get to like put my own flair and spin on things. But like, my main reason I don't do it is because it doesn't always do the best. And I'm not saying that I don't want to do videos that, you know, might not do the hugest numbers. I don't mind doing videos like that, but it's a thing of, if you've ever wondered, I am a consistency YouTuber in the terms of I like to be consistent, and I like to upload, and I like to put out videos at a consistent rate. I am not the my homie JD. I don't like to just go multiple months, weeks without uploading. He can do that because his content is dope and great, and I will never say anything bad about my homie JD, because I always told bro he's up next, and there's a reason that he can make a new channel because of all the shit that he goes through in life, and just people fucking with him in terms of like getting hacked and shit. There's a reason he can start a new channel tomorrow, and in a fucking month that shit got almost 500 subscribers. There's a reason. It's just because he's the GOAT, in my opinion. I mean, he's great at what he does, and there are things that he does that inspire me, and he always tries to inspire me and like be inspiration, and he is. But there's things that he does that, you know, sometimes I want to tap into, like the and I know at this point this was talking about the fighting game community thing, and I'm just rambling at this point, but I just wanted to like put my opinions out there, because I don't really make like too many videos talking about stuff like this. I might have talked about it in previous videos at times, or I might have made a video on it, but like I haven't talked about it recently, I don't think. But like the rapid anime rundown series that I started a long time ago, and I only did like 2 episodes of, it was something that I tried to be creative with and come up with, because I wanted to do anime videos, because I watch anime. I fuck up with not being consistently watching anime as much as I would like to, but the thing is like, I watch anime. I want to talk about anime on my channel, because I talk about fighting games and anime fighting games specifically, so why not tap into the anime part of the fighting games that I play? Well, I'm like, okay, let me do that. And rapid anime rundowns for the subscribers who weren't here then when I did those videos, because that was a minute ago. Those videos were basically, I'm talking about an anime in a select amount of time, and I've always had the idea of maybe y'all could give me like a specific time to talk about a specific anime that y'all want me to talk about, and I would be down to do that. But with me, it was normally I picked the anime, I picked the time frame. The 2 animes I did were Future Diary, which is one that I had finished not too long when I did that video, and Redo a Healer, which was for people that know that was an interesting pick. That was the I'm appealing to the horny anime fans, and that video actually did pretty good. And I like the thumbnail I did for that in the, what was it called, the Future Diary one did not do as good. Oh no, I also did the Attack on Titan one. I forgot about that one. I did do an Attack on Titan video. I can't honestly remember how that one did numbers wise, but like, to me the numbers don't matter, but as long as the support is there and y'all are fucking with it, that's all I care about. Because I don't, like I said, I don't mind, because I did it with my multiverse videos. I don't mind taking a week to make the video, but if I'm going to sacrifice my consistency for it, it has to have some redeeming thing about it. Like, oh, they really liked it, it got a bunch of views, or they really fucked with the content. Because then I feel like if they don't, being y'all as the viewers, I feel like I sacrificed the consistency to do something that wasn't gonna work. I don't mind experimenting, and I don't mind doing new and different unique things that y'all might want me to try, or that I want to just try myself. But like I said, if I'm going to sacrifice that consistency that I try to fight to do, because at times, you know, it's hard to like always be consistent and keep doing that, but I try to do it because I want a girl, and I feel like constantly putting out videos and trying to improve little bits every now and then is better than, in my opinion, trying to heavily edit everything and it takes weeks to months. Because I realize it's a different strategy for YouTube for everybody, and the strategy that I've always fucked with is like, and I'll use this guy, and there's a reason I bring this guy up a lot, and I use him in a lot of examples and stuff, Lotus Asakura. I fuck with his chill, laid-back style, because for the people that don't know me in real life, that's kind of how I am. I'm that chill, quiet, laid-back person. I know in some of my videos I might not show it, and it might not be as apparent, but I'm telling y'all, like, I am chill, I am laid back, I stay out the way. I'm just trying to vibe, listen to music, play games, and have fun. So that's what I exude in most of my videos, and that's why a lot of my videos are just chill, playing ranked, playing against other people online, just having fun. It's because those are the videos and those are the like recording sessions that are the dopest to me. Running into a random guy in a ranked game, and then he finds my channel, and then he's a big YouTuber, and it's like, oh shit. But I don't give a damn about him being a big YouTuber. It was just the fact that he had fun playing me, or he had fun watching my video, and like just basically overall, just he came, watched my video, and enjoyed it. Because that's how I met my homies JD, Bond, and Joe. I met all 3 of them through a random bigger YouTuber called Emi Sakura. If you don't know who he is, I will try to remember to put him in the description. But he randomly came in one of my videos, commented, said my shit was dope, didn't ask for anything, didn't like try to like downplay me. He was just basically giving me some praise, and I was like, damn, I fuck with that. Because he didn't have to do it. He could have just commented or liked the video and said something generic and didn't have to say anything like that. But he said some shit that like I can't remember off the top of my head, but I fucked with that heavy. So it was like, damn, I want to check bro out. I checked bro out. I pulled up to their streams and I was fucking with them, and the next thing you know, that led to me going meeting 3 of my homies that I talk to this day, and that was a year, 2 years ago that I met them. So it's like I met friends that I fuck with, them my bros, them my dogs. I talk about YouTube with. We sit in a Discord call at times, sometimes we're randomly talking about shit to elevate and upgrade and get better at this shit, because we want to see all each other win. It's like you don't meet niggas like that often, so I'm happy that I met them. We were doing YouTube the way that I wanted to do it, which is just chill, laying back, playing the game. Do I love to do the heavily edited, funny type videos? Yeah, and I want to get back to doing that. Like I said, I want to do more anime videos. It's just that it's that constant fight of, do I sacrifice consistency for doing stuff that I might really want to do? But then if it doesn't seem like y'all fuck with it, then it's like, did I make the right choice? Did I sacrifice a little bit of consistency that could carry me in the long run for a little bit of chasing something that I might have really wanted to do in that moment, and I might not regret it, but it's that thing of, you know, I might have just like, in my opinion, felt doing something different might have had a better result. But I didn't want to like drag the video on for too long. I have rambled at this end of part for way too long. I'm sorry about that. I just really wanted to like talk to them and get that off my chest, because like I said, I don't really talk about stuff like that in like videos like this. If I talk about that, I either just randomly mention it in passing in the video, or I will make like a whole video talking about it. But like to just talk about it at the end like this, I like it. It's nice. Let me know how y'all feel. Let me know in the comments what y'all want to see more of. Long form videos, or not long form, long not edited videos, or not heavily edited, short, more edited, funny style videos. If you want to see an example of it, just because you're curious, go to any of my multiverse videos that are like less than 10 minutes, like just for example, so I can pull it up and show y'all. Any multiverse video that is like, where is it, for an example, this Nerf Bugs video, the Superman, the Toxic Bugs Bunny Tale, this Adventure Time one with Finn and Jake, which is honestly one of my favorite ones I did, or not Finn and Jake, just Finn. This was like one of my favorite ones that I've done. But like these less than 10-minute long, or normally less than like 5-10 minutes long multiverse videos, those styles like super heavily edited. I'm trying to like tell a story, not like a story, but like I'm trying to like tell a little short story and be funny and engaging and stuff like that. Let me know if y'all fuck with that. Let me know if you fuck with just straight longer form content like this, where I'm playing ranked and just casually talking and chilling with y'all, because to me either one works. But if I had to tell y'all which one I fuck with the most, I just like doing this because it's chill and I can just vibe with y'all for a little bit, try to make somebody's day, try to make somebody happy, and then just, hey, look, I'll see y'all next time. Hopefully it don't be too long, but I'll try to see y'all next time. So let me know how y'all feel down below, and I'll see y'all next one. Like, subscribe to me. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.